Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to give away this little Nurgle demon that I painted a while back. This is for my Patreon subscribers of the month of December. We're in January 2015 and I'm going to give away this model here. Also, I'm gonna make some announcements for my Patreon subscribers, and I'm going to talk about my progress and read some of your comments. So let's get started. So here we are. We have 57 entries for this month's giveaway, and these are all of my Patreon subscribers. I'd like to thank you very much for all of you who have donated. This is not about the miniature, this is about thanking you some way, and I'm gonna get into that while we talk in the Hangout. But this is all the entries, and I'm going to generate a random number from random.org from 1 to 57. So good luck to all of you, and I hope you get it. 27. Let's see. Number 27 is Rune Mortensen. Thank you very much for your donation, Rune, and I'm going to contact you as soon as I can and let you know that you won my little you can't see him here very well, but it's a Nurgle demon. So here we are. I brought down the quality of the video a little bit because we're going to be talking for a while. So here's my Demon of Nurgle, which is a pretty good miniature. If I look back to my YouTube tutorial, this is one of my first videos that was very high quality tutorial, and I'm pretty proud about it. And here's what I've been working on my videos for the Horus Heresy. I only have 4 more unpainted miniatures, and I'm going to have to buy another bunch to make all of the 18 legions, I think. And yeah, so far I'm liking them all. I still think I'm gonna go for Night Lords for my Betrayal at Cult set, but World Eaters look pretty good too, and actually all of them. I like all of them, but I can't really decide. So I'm going for Night Lords so far, and I'm reading the Night Lords novel. I just started it, which I hear is very, very good. So yeah, I'm also working on some Corn Berserkers. This is the of course the current World Eaters Corn Berserkers set. The bases are not done. I have 6 of them done. I've been taking my time doing them. I have 6 of them, and if you notice, they all have this helmet. I've been looking for that helmet on eBay because I think that's the best of them all, and it gives the squad some consistency. It makes them look more like they're like they came out from Dawn of War. If you played that game, all the Berserkers had this sort of helmet, and I like it a lot, and I think they look cooler than having all the other crazy designs for the helmets. I think it looks, although it still looks a kind of old school and kind of silly, it looks more it looks cooler to me. I don't know what you think, but I'm going to do all my Berserkers like this, and I like them very much. So for my patrons, I'd like to thank you very much for being my patron, and I've been thinking about a way to encourage people to pledge $1 a month and be part of my Patreon so that I can get paid for the work I do, because I've been working a lot of hours doing these tutorials, and it's not that I don't like it, I love it, but I would like to have money to buy more miniatures. For example, I'm gonna need to buy another set of 10 of these Marines to complete the the Horus Heresy series. And what I've been thinking that could encourage my patrons, my subscribers, to become patrons is to do a special content for them. I don't believe that you as a subscriber will be left out of much, because the videos I plan to do as exclusive content will be pretty cool, as in they'll be characters, I'm thinking, and I'll let you leave comments to let me know which character you would like to see first. But I'm gonna be working first on one of the models I got for Christmas, which is the Chaos Terminator Lord, and I'm going to paint it in the same scheme as the Crimson Slaughter or World Eaters or whatever, because it's practically the same color scheme. And from then on, I'm going to look at what you guys want me to paint. We could go into Tau or into Eldar or any of those plastic models that are not relatively cheap. I mean, relatively cheap, so that I can get them. Because the problem that I have been having with the channel is, of course, the money. Because I don't have the money to buy more miniatures, and maintaining the channel has been a little bit costly, but that's okay. I mean, you don't have to become a patron if you don't want to. Things will stay the same, I think. But of course, if I'm forced to look for another job, I'll have less time to do videos, and I'll go back to making a couple of videos a month. But I'll still do videos. Right now, I've been doing 4 videos a month, and I'm very proud of that. It's still not putting as much time as a full-time job, but it's a good decent amount of time, and I hope you guys like what I'm doing. So if you are willing and able to become my patron, for just $1 a month, you get all of the free content. Of course, you can get that without being a patron. You'll get entered into the giveaway, and you'll get at least one exclusive video a month that you can see, you can watch on the Patreon page. I'm gonna post it there, and that's it. So I would really like you to comment in the comment section of this video what you think about this decision. I hope you agree, and I hope I have your support for this decision that I'm going to take. This will require me to put on more hours into making videos, of course, and I'll try to keep one video weekly for my free tutorials. As long as I am on vacations, once I get into school again, it'll probably less than that. It will probably be less than that, but I'm going to try and make one monthly video for patrons, and that'll be $1 a month, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. And I think that's a good deal, right? $1 a month is not much. That's pretty much what I'm asking for, and all of the money that I'll gather, of course, I'll be using it on the channel. So it's a way for me to grow. I need a new computer. My computer is standing on its last leg. Really, it's very slow and having a lot of trouble. I really need some way to get more money to put into the channel, and I would like to continue making videos. So if you agree, if you disagree, please leave a comment on the comment section below about this, and I'm going to start reading your comments from my channel and see what you think about things. And here we go. So here we are. I'm giving you something to see while I read the comments, not like the last time. The last time you only got to see some miniatures and me talking on the background. So so that you can engage and see what I'm talking about, you can just watch your monitor or your tablet or whatever you're watching this through. First is going to be Nico. He says, "Hello, just wanted to say I thought Patreon was a really cool idea. I have used several parts of your videos in painting my models. Maybe edge highlighting or color scheme or even basic info like primers and brush, etc. It's nice to be able to give something back in return for your hard work and time. I like the new 30k videos, and if I had to pick a Traitor Legion just off of lore and color, I would love to see World Eaters. in 30k colors. With that said, I'm a loyalist at heart and currently working on Black Templar Army. Keep up the great work and thanks. Yeah, I already did the World Eaters and I really like them a lot, and thank you for the comment and the encouragement. I am looking forward to finishing that series of 30k and making one tutorial for each faction, and maybe move on to doing other things like the Contemptor Dreadnought, some vehicles if I get the money for it and stuff like that. So thank you very much. I also would like to get into painting, doing weathering effects and stuff like that. I haven't got into that just because it's easier for me to move forwards into the series and not think about doing any other tough type of tutorial for the moment. But yeah, thank you very much for the comment. Scattered Dice says congratulations to the winner. Congrats indeed. Mike Norton says so with the smaller bases I found that putting a coin in the bottom in the US I superglued nickels to the bottom of the warp talents I have. That said, I love the way that it feels. It makes every model more substantial, so much so that I went back and put nickels in the bases of all my units. Yeah, I agree. I agree that there's something lost when you have only plastic miniatures. If you ever played War Machine, or if you have played Warhammer since the miniatures were made out of pewter, it feels so much more valuable when it's heavier. I don't know why. So I agree with that if you put some weights on the base of a model, that'll be a pretty cool way to make them regain that weight and that like preciousness on the battlefield. When they're light plastic, they can be thrown away like very easily and they can fall off. So yeah, I also would like to get that back if I could. I don't want to glue nickels. I don't know why. I feel like it's a waste. Although it's very little money, but I think it's like a waste of money. But if someone would make cast sized, let's say a pewter casts that go inside of the current bases, that'll be pretty cool. If it fit flush and it's completely filled up with pewter, that'll make the model's bases super heavy, and it'll keep that feel that you're talking about. And yeah, I would like to see that if that happens sometime. But yeah, thank you for your comment. Okay, Angus Ryan, what do you use to prevent paint being chipped off when models knock over? I don't really use anything. I used to varnish them with, let me see if I can find it real quick, is any Liquitex varnish. This is satin varnish. This has a glossy feel to it. You can find the matte varnish. It still has a little bit of a shine, but it's much less than that. And I used to use that, but that takes away from the metallic effects of your paints. They get dulled down and they look like matte colors, and I don't like that, so I stopped doing that. You could selectively varnish your models and avoid the metallics, but since I do chaos and I do my most of my schemes have a lot of metallic color on them, I don't want to spend the time on doing that. So basically that's it. And I feel that the best way to prevent your models to be chipped is to prime them properly. I have a video on priming that you can watch, and basically just have some foam to transport them, because if you're transporting them on just a bag or a box with no protection at all, they're going to they're going to be knocking themselves and chipping, and you don't want that. So I use battle foam. It's very expensive. It's an expensive commodity at this point, but it works very well, and I don't regret spending the money to get good quality foam for my miniatures, and I hardly see any wear and tear on my miniatures. Of course, if they are metallic, if they're not metallic, if they're made out of metal, I feel like a little bit more compelled to varnish them, even though I don't like it, because it's so hard. If it knocks on something, it won't have any elasticity on it to keep the paint. So if you hit, like, if it gets any ding or hit on the miniature, the metal will warp a little bit, and the paint will flake off, so to speak, and that happens a lot with metal miniatures. So I would consider it varnishing metal miniatures, but plastic, I don't see the real necessity to do that. So here I think you said that the problem was maybe the paint was too old or something and need full replacement. I've never had that problem. I don't know if old paint really has that problem. I think the problem would be more on the primer and not on the paint. Really, the primer is the thing that sticks onto the model and the thing that will keep the paint in the model. So if you see bare plastic behind it, if you see the paint flaking off and then seeing the model primed, then maybe it is the paint. But if the paint is chipping and you see the bare plastic, that's a problem with the primer. So there's a problem with the adherence of the paint and the primer onto the model itself. So I think that's the answer. If you have more details on it, you can let me know, but I think that's what you do. Just prime them properly and just take care of them. Don't transport them on boxes or stuff like that. Try to get actual foam, and if you don't have foam, try to find a way to maybe magnetize them to a metal container so that they stick and they don't move. You can transport them like that, or I don't know, just we need some way to transport them without them rub against each other and knock themselves and all of that. So thank you for your comment, and I hope this was helpful. Next one. Adam Linkus, he won a miniature last time, and yeah, he says, nice, you're awesome, and I can't wait to see your work in person. Yeah, I already sent that, and I hope you got it. I think I got your message that you received it, and I hope that you liked it, and thank you very much for being my patron as well. Next one, Nightcloak01, great work as always. Love your tutorials and your work with the 31k legions. Will you consider one day painting the patriarchs? I use a lot of your techniques, like painting my nail, haha, but your techniques are helping me paint my Space Marine armies. Working on a Crimson Fists army and a chapter of my own design. Also started a small Sister of Battle army. Hope you get to paint one of these days. Would love a tutorial for sisters. Yeah, I would like to paint sisters as well, and I would like to do the Primarchs, yes, but they're very, very expensive. For me, they're over $100, and I don't get to spend that much money on miniatures often because I'm a college student. But yeah, I would like to paint Primarchs and all that stuff, but that's maybe on the future if people support me on Patreon. Wink wink, nudge nudge, please support me on Patreon. I would like to go into painting more expensive models, of course, and of course you would like to send me a model through mail. You can message me and let me know that you want to send me some models. I would look into doing tutorials for them. Just, of course, if you want to send me a character, that's fine, and I'll do it. But don't send me something that I already painted. Like I just painted like World Eaters. If you send me the same model to paint, the same painting tutorial, well, I already did it, so don't send me something like that. Of course, if you send me a model, I can do it in any other color scheme. But let's say I already did a character like Savitar. You would like me to do Savitar again? Well, I already have a painting tutorial for Savitar, and I like it a lot. And I would like to paint it again, sure, but I already did it, so I would like to have more fresh content. So if you would like to send me something, message me. I'll let you know what address you would have to send it. But primers are too expensive for me right now. What else did you say? Crimson Fists. I'm planning on doing a Crimson Fist 30k Space Marine. And Sisters, of course I would like to get Sisters. That'll have to be from eBay because I can't invest the money on buying a whole squad just to paint one. But yeah, all of those things that you are talking about I would like to paint. But it's a matter of time. I have to keep working on my 30k series. And yeah, thank you very much for your comment. Sam Bowden, you showed me how to paint the Sons of Horus. With the exception of the brass trim, I did gold. I used your Black Legion tutorial. Thanks. Yeah, you don't have to stick to the way I paint my models. Sometimes I change the color scheme slightly just to fit my my preference, and you should do the same thing. If you find something on my tutorials that you don't like, you can use some other color from other tutorials that you like, and you can pretty much paint anything. If you follow my videos and look at different tutorials, you can pretty much take anything you like and do a color scheme of your own. And yeah, that's a good thing. Thank you very much for your comment, Sam. The Man Among All. Would you ever paint anything in the Lord of the Rings Hobbit line, or do a box set painting tutorial with any of the starter sets? I don't know, Lord of the Rings, I like them a lot. They're not very popular, and they're not being asked for me to paint very often. I do have the starter set for The Hobbit, the first one, and I painted just a couple of them, but I don't know. I guess if I have more time to paint more tutorials and get out of just painting 40k and 30k, because those are the most popular, those are the ones that I like and people know me for, then yes, I'm not getting into painting other ranges, and I don't know if The Hobbit will gain more popularity for me to spend time on them, because if nobody wants to see them, then I'm basically wasting my time doing a video that just a couple of people are gonna look at. And I'm trying to be honest here. I'm not trying to say that, you're not popular now, so I won't do it. I would love to, yes, but I'm trying to stay like real, and do tutorials or videos that people are gonna watch. So far, the 30k Legions have been very popular, and I'm sticking to them. And that started from me not knowing how to paint my starter set of Betrayal at Cult, and I'm doing that. I don't know if I'm going to do the full set. Maybe I'll do it on the Night Lord's colors, but that's what pushed me into doing this. Is something more organic, more like what is popular and what I like that I'm painting. And I will surely get back I'll surely get back into painting some Lord of the Rings when I have some time again. But right now I have other projects that I would like to finish, and I would like to get into the things that are more popular today. Like there's been a lot of new releases that I haven't been able to get into because of money and time. And but yeah, I hope that answered the question, and I would like to get it done, but I have other projects right now, and it'll maybe take time to do it. So sorry. Okay. Etron, aka North E. P.S. Could you do a 30k word bearers tutorial, please? I would like to do the word bearers, but let me know one thing, because the word bearers that they are showed off on the box itself, they have a very different red color than the word bearers I used to know from the Chaos Space Marine Codex. Word bearers have a darker red color, and the word bearers that are displayed on the Betrayal at Cult set box look more like Crimson Slaughter than word bearers, because they use Mephiston Red instead. So if I use Mephiston Red, it's pretty much doing the same Crimson Slaughter painting tutorial again. So I don't like that. I would like to go and paint a darker color scheme for them, and yeah, I don't see any point of. I would do them in any of those color schemes because I have to finish the series, but I'm not sure on how to do them. I've also been asked to do the Thousand Suns, and people tell me that they want to see the metallic color scheme, but I don't know if I want to do it metallic because it's not gonna be done based with GW paints. GW paints are not made to do those sort of color schemes. I will have to go into and look at the metallic set on Vallejo and see if they have a decent red color to paint them with. So I would like to stick with GW paints because that's what most of us have and the most accessible here. And maybe in the future get into more complicated color schemes with different technical paints or stuff like that. But for now, I like to stick with GW paints. And if you can, just let me know again, leave a comment on this video to let me know which color scheme did you mean. Do you want to see it the way it's painted on the box of the Betrayal at Cult set, or would you like me to go into paint the other word bearer kind of color scheme that is most represented on the Chaos Codex and stuff like that, with a darker color scheme? I would like to do the darker color scheme, but if you would like to see the box way of painting it, I can do it as well. So just let me know. Let me know which one, not just you, anyone else that would you like to see the word bearers. Just let me know which color scheme do you think is best. So thank you for your comment. Cameron Hurst. Hey Apathetic Fish. Thanks for the videos. They are informative and helping me make good choices, I feel. I haven't watched all of your videos yet, but is there any you suggest to watch as the best starter ones? I watched your Chaos videos as I am painting Chaos Space Marines, and you mentioned a lot about edge highlighting and reapplying the base after washing. I was looking for more details about how you do this, as I keep feeling I am applying it over too much or little of the surface, and I'm not sure how to best execute it. Thanks and keep up the good work. I think what you need is, most people would like to see, is for me to go over the basics at base coating and all that stuff. So I don't know exactly what you mean by applying it, how do you say, over too much or too little of the surface. Do you mean it doesn't cover too well, so it has less opacity? That could be it. If you go ahead and take your time on applying multiple coats, your color will reach full opacity. What I mean by opacity, I mean that the paint should look exactly like the color is when your paint is pure, when you look at it inside of your paint pot. So that's the full opacity color. And if you apply a thin coat, sometimes the color below can be seen through the paint coat and the color looks different. So if you keep applying layers, your color will look more opaque and it'll cover over whatever is below. So just make sure to keep your layers watered down and apply more coats. I think that's the, in a nutshell, answer that I will give to you, but I don't know exactly what you mean. If you don't thin your layers, then applying multiple coats can hurt the color scheme because you will lose detail and clog all of the crevices, and it'll look bad, of course. So just make sure to thin them down and apply multiple coats until the desired opacity is reached. But I think if I get the time after completing the 30K set, I would like to go and make some basic videos on maybe like painting 101 stuff, like from start, how to assemble a plastic model, how to use your palettes, what type of brushes do you use. Although I've talked about that on these videos, I think that's something that I have to have a specific video for you to look at, so that people can look at it and understand. So thank you for your comment. I hope this helped a little, and if you have any more specific questions for me, let them in this video, or hit me up on Facebook if you can. So thank you for your comment. Okay, who's next? Purple Mudkip. Really like your videos. It inspired me to start painting miniatures, so carry on what you're doing. Yeah, thank you very much. I've had that comment a lot as well, like people telling me that they got into a new army, or into they want to start a new army because of a video that I made, and that's very I like that a lot. That's I like that compliment, and thank you very much. Thank you for your comment. Next, John Krodick. How come I'm always last? I'm sorry, that's the way the Patreon arranges the pledges on my Patreon manager. So I just try to copy it as it is and just do a list. I don't know if I should change it so that you're not last, but the page is random.org, so it's completely random. I think it's the randomness is taken from atmospheric noise or something like that makes the video the drawing of the number completely random. So random, it doesn't matter if wherever you are on the list, if it's 1 over 57, you have 1 over 57 chances of winning. Or if you have maybe, let's see, 3 entries, you have 3 over 57 chances of winning, no matter where you are on the list. So I hope that's not a problem. If it's a problem, let me know. I don't know what can I do about it, but just let me know what you think. Thank you for your comment. Okay, E-Tron AK North E again. On 25 millimeters, I use a penny, and on 32 millimeters, a 2 pence piece English, just the right size. I'm not familiar with that currency. I've never used physical English money or UK, the pound or any of that thing. I've never seen that one of them in person. So I don't know, but yeah, I trust that's the right size. Thank you for your comment. And then possible monkey 8. Could you paint Emperor's Children? Yeah, I did. Here it is. And I know it's very dark because of the light from the screen, but I like this color scheme a lot, and you can find it on my video feed, or just look for it on YouTube and you will find it. So that's pretty much all of the comments that I got, and I would like to stay and read more comments for you, but I don't want to bore you. So if you would like to see me respond to more comments, leave them on this video here. Just leave a comment and I'll read them next time. And don't forget to let me know what you think about my decision of doing exclusive content, and about me doing Lord of the Rings. Let me know if you want to see some Lord of the Rings. If I see people interested, I will do some more tutorials. Let me know which one you would like to see, or what, I don't know, because I hope I didn't sound rude when I responded to that comment. I don't want to undermine people who like Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings, but the videos I do are very time consuming. You're talking about 10 to 12 hours, maybe more, maybe less on each one, and I'm not getting paid for it. So I'm trying to keep on things that are popular. So if a lot of people like Lord of the Rings and would like to see me do it, just let me know, and if I see comments about it, I will do it. I will do it. And I have some of the miniatures, and I painted I think I painted 4 videos total about Lord of the Rings, and I haven't painted any more because I didn't see them as super popular, so I stopped. But if you like Lord of the Rings, let me know. And what model would you like to see? Because I don't know which ones I have, but yeah, I am interested and I like Lord of the Rings. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and had fun. If you have any further comments or questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll be seeing you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching.
You stayed. Great. Thank you very much for watching my video, and if you would like to further support my channel, you can become my Patreon on Patreon. You can pledge as little as $1 a month, and you are helping me create more and better content. If you can't, that's fine, because you're helping my channel a lot just for watching and sharing, but you can read all of the details if you follow the link in the description below. I hope you can spare $1 to make this hobby of mine a job for which I can get paid. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.